fucking love these. I keep listening to the 50 Cent one. Not in my pal.
Welcome to the episode, our second World Cup episode. I was trying to think of any other World Cup things we could do, but we're run out of hooligan films now.
Yeah, somebody online really wants us to do Mike Bassett.
We could do that,
but
I don't.
Nah, I think we'll do it, but
See,
not now. We need
got,
to keep it as well for the next football.
The next
thing.
football tournament. Aye,
we can move on now.
Because then I was like, because we did actual football films for the last tournament for the Euros, and then we kind of ran out of them very quickly.
Yeah.
And now there is one other. There's a hooligan film called ID from like the early 90s.
Okay.
That's actually quite good, but it's very hard to find. And I think I don't know if I can talk about. I don't know if I do another podcast about hooligans.
I don't know. I feel like this one's going to be a tough one because just in general we have.
This is just like a more serious version of Football Factory.
Yeah, and I'm not even as good.
I've got a good idea for the next tournament though.
Okay.
Because it was the Euros, right? I reckon all the way through the 4 weeks, we draw one country and we have to do a film from that country.
That sounds good. That sounds like we should have done.
Yeah.
God.
Imagine doing a Congolese film.
It'd be great.
A Congolese porno.
Yeah.
Called Dr. Congo.
I did kind of do that before Scotland Morocco.
What?
I watched a Moroccan film before Scotland Morocco.
I don't know if I know any Moroccan films.
Oh, Surat. It won the Cannes Festival.
Oh, fucking alright, calm down.
Utterly mental.
Right.
Brilliant, but
Kung Fu?
Possibly the most fucking like devastating film I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, don't listen for the next 4 seconds if you want to see Surat. But at one stage, like they're up on the cliff, they're trying to get to a music festival to find his missing daughter, and the son accidentally hits the handbrake off, and the car just rolls off the cliff.
Jesus Christ!
And I was like, with a dog, and then they were all looking down. I thought, how are they going to get away with this? This is going to be all right. And the guy just leads over the cliff, and it's just like they're crushed. They're in bits. Don't look.
What's the plot of the film then?
So the plot is, it just starts off at a music festival, like a rave festival in the Moroccan desert, with all these crusties, and then this guy and his young son going through trying to find their missing daughter.
That sounds grim.
Yeah, and I can't do the rest. The actual rest is even more mental. But yeah,
is it good?
Brilliant, absolutely. It's
What did you see that then?
Huh?
Where did you see it?
I think I bought it on Amazon Prime. I wanted to see it when I saw the trailer. The trailer looked unbelievable, and it's completely different than the trailer. I didn't really know what it was about, but like, oh my God.
I'll have a look.
Genuinely, yeah.
I want to go back to, I want to talk about my porno, Dr. Congo.
You said Dr. Congo the porno?
It's a Congolese film, but it's a porno. It's called Come See Dr. Congo. It's about a group of missionaries. It's about a group of humanitarians that go to build a well or a school in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and then there's just a wild shagger, Dr. Congo. So one of them contracts Ebola from a mosquito, and they have to go and see Dr. Congo, and the only way they can cure Ebola is Dr. Congo's jizz.
Oh no! But how do they?
That's my film.
Does he have to come inside you, or do you have to roll it around?
It's in your eyes. You have to. He has to come in your face, and then you have to rub it in your eyes. He doesn't do anything. He's just
Dr. Congo.
He's just a facilitator. He arrives, jizzes over your face, and then it's your responsibility.
Do you think you just like hold your eyelids open like in Clockwork Orange? That's the other one.
Sellotape. The doctor will see you now.
Dr. Congo. I would say everybody in the Congo are really annoyed that he's called himself Dr. Congo as well. They're like, we can't even. He's kept this whole hamlet fertilized. Yeah,
Dr. Congo.
You're speaking. Is he playing it? That's worse if he's playing his own music.
He's playing the drums with his cock. Dr.
A
Congo.
steel drum?
A steel drum. No, not a steel drum.
No, that's the Too Happy.
The big African drums.
Yeah.
He's slapping them with his cock in the reception room. He doesn't have a receptionist. That's how he announces that he's got the appointments on. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know why he's playing that song. The doctor will see you now.
Announcing himself as the
Dr. Congo. And then there's a theme tune, like an 80s cartoon. Dr. Congo will see you now. He'll just in your eye.
Oh, well, we've got a start and a half to this podcast. Speaking of Ebola, did you see the Glasgow case?
Yeah.
It came out negative.
Had to close down.
Came out negative there this morning.
Yeah.
An Ebola break is all we needed in Glasgow.
Yeah. Do you know who's arriving on a plane right now? Dr. Congo.
Imagine if that was the only thing the Scottish government could do is fly in Dr. Congo. You can't even get him by email. You have to send a guy. They just send I'm looking for Dr. Congo.
It's like when they go and try and find the spider specialist in arachnophobia. You have to send someone through the jungle to find Dr. Congo. Just this guy sitting there, like Jabba the Hutt, just sitting there in his own palace, his cock resting on the end of his knee.
He'd fed grapes. It's just everything. Dr. Congo. It's like, where's the music coming from?
Yeah. Where's their backing singer?
Where's the music coming
There's
from?
nobody else here. Dr. Congo. That's what happens when you press the doorbell to his palace. Dr. Congo.
You've got you're all strapped up here.
Yes,
Because
I have a thing called prepatellar bursitis in my knee, and I've torn a tendon in my knee. I've torn the quadriceps tendon. So what happened was the night before we went to Boston, we stayed in Dublin. Right now, first of all, I love your country a lot, but fuck me, man, it's ridiculous. Like we came at the airport and our hotel was 2 miles away, right? So obviously we've got suitcases and shit. We're not really wanting to. I'm not going to walk it because nobody walks from an because you get an airport, you're largely onto motorways.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, there's a bus, right? It's only so I looked at initially when I got out, I looked at an Uber, and it was 20 quid, right? Not even euros, 20 quid, right? And I was like, I'm not paying 20 quid to go 2 miles. It's fucking ridiculous. So I was like, right, where's the buses? Went to the bus, spoke to the guy in the bus, and I went, can I use my card? And I'm not going to do the accent because I feel like...
you got to know.
Oh, sure, no, you can't. No. Tell you what you do. You go into that little shop over there, and he'll sort you out, right? Went into the wee shop. Shop's closed. Shop's been closed since 4, right? We've arrived at 7, right? So I'm like, right, okay. So come back out, speak to someone. They say, oh, you can get a bus pass in the WH Smith, right? But at this point, we're well out of the airport. So now we've got to go back into the airport, right? So WH Smith is right at the departures bit.
Yeah,
right?
I know where it is. So
we'll go right in there, queue for ages, get some Tatoes, because I'm like, Seamus, you've never tasted Tatoes before, so we'll get Tatoes for the hotel room. I say to the girl behind the desk, I need a ticket for the bus. And she's like, right, well, the best one you can get is this bloody tourist pass. So I was like, right, how much is that? And she said £15, but it lasts you for 5 days. So I'm like, well, I'm only here for a night and I'm going 2 miles. So I said that to her and she was like, oh, you're probably best just buying the ticket on the bus. And I went, yeah, here's the problem, right? I can't buy the ticket on the bus because I don't have any money, any cash on me. She says, right, I can give you change. And I'm like, right, okay, no problem. Can I just take these and get change then? And she's like, yeah, no problem. So I buy the crisps, I buy the juice that we're getting for the hotel room, go to pay with my card. She says, oh, I can't give you change if you're paying with card. And I was like, why not? And she says, because the till won't recognise it. And I was like, well, this is clearly bullshit because I've got this in bars before.
Yeah.
It's called cash back. Like, I was like, I said to her, like, tell you what to do, right? You ring up this. This is like €6.
Yeah.
Right? You just make that, but just make it up to €16, and then you give me the tenner back. No, I can't do that. I can't possibly do that. She's like, there's a cash machine where you can get cash round there. And I was like, right, do you know what? I'll just pay for this here, and then I'll go and get the cash machine. Go out to the cash machine. Cash machine was going to charge me €8 to take out my own money.
What?
So I'm like, right. So now, so I've gone from not being able to do that to then it costing me €15 if I buy the pass, to then now costing me €18 or the £20 I've got to pay on the taxi. So eventually I got a taxi.
That's just like, yeah.
And so already I'm fucking furious checking into this hotel. And then we get in the hotel and there was a pool there. So I was like, right, do you want to go swimming quickly? And then he was like, aye, because we got there in at 7 and the kids had to be out of the... So this was 7 o'clock we landed. By the time we get in, it's about 25 to 8 into the hotel while all this pissing about. So I'm like, right, we've got 25 minutes before kids have to be out of the pool. Go down to the pool. Walking in, I was like, we're just there. Can we get 2 towels for the pool? Here's my room number. And he was like, yeah, have you got your swimming caps? I went, what? And he went, you need to wear swimming caps in the pool. And I was like, I've never heard of this in any public pool in my fucking life. And then he said, oh yeah, you got to wear swimming caps. So like, how much are swimming caps? €3 each. So I'm like, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna burn this place to the fucking ground in a minute, right? Eventually, what happened was the guy turned around and me and him just stole 2 swimming caps. So I'm teaching him theft very early. Yeah, well, but it's not theft in a bad way.
It's not theft. He's trying to rob you.
It's theft when you're getting the piss taken out of you. Yeah.
I don't count it as theft. That
yeah.
No. Not theft when they're taking the other piss. I've never heard that you have to wear swimming caps. If somebody told me, he's like, I'm naturally wearing a swimming cap, mate. This is a natural swimming cap. What the fuck are you talking about?
I know what really pissed me off in the pool. It was one of those. So it's quite a deep. What really pisses me off in pools, right, is see if you're in a large pool in a leisure centre, right, that's big enough to have lanes, right? Yes, you can then do professional laps, right? Lengths, I think they're called. I don't think anyone does
laps.
No one does laps of the pool.
What's he doing? People trying to come down and you're
round in circles,
just getting straight into someone's ribs.
Yeah. But there was 3 people trying to do proper lengths in there and getting annoyed at us and other people for being in their way, like huffing when they had to go around us. And I'm like, it's a fucking pool in a hotel.
Yeah.
It's not big enough.
Fuck off.
These aren't proper lengths, by the way.
Yeah.
Like this is about a 5-stroke length that you're doing here. So let's not pretend you're getting a PB.
Yeah.
That pissed me off. And then they had those things, you know, like you could press a button and a big kind of every now and again they had a big shower kind of thing. It would just like spray down water, and it's beside the kids part of the pool, right? So you're going right. That's for kids to piss about under this massive waterfall of water. Yeah. This old fuck stayed in it the whole time it was on. The whole fucking time, 20 minutes. And we're staring at her, just constantly staring at her, going, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't care, like 5 minutes at best, you're getting in the waterfall. You're getting in the waterfall, right? 5 minutes at best, 20 minutes. And then by the time, so it stopped, right? She fucked off. Right, and I went to the guy, when's the waterfall come back on? And he's like, oh, it's only like a 20-minute cycle. So 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. So I'm like, right, well, he's not getting a waterfall now because this old fucking piece of shit has had her waterfall filled. Who the fuck goes...
Why is it on a 20-minute cycle?
Stands under I have no idea. It's like it's like old school jacuzzis.
Gee, my God, but who stands under that, yeah?
For 20 minutes, just sat on her fucking fat arse under this waterfall. And it wasn't just us that were wanting to use the waterfall.
There's others there.
There should be a system for the waterfall.
Yeah.
3 minutes in, 3 minutes. That's you, 3 minutes.
Well, Margot there's fucked up the waterfall for everyone. We have to put a system in.
So fucking annoyed. And then, so that was a long way around to what happened was that night we got in the room.
I'm glad it was Ireland that done this to you.
Dinner in the hotel in Dublin, and then we started watching whatever game was on that night, and then fell asleep because I was like, right, we need to get to sleep. We can't stay up and watch like the 1 a.m. game because we're up at 5, and then got out, and I got up in the morning. And my knee was really, really sore on one particular point just above my kneecap. And I could like press specific, like a finger's width, right? I could press exactly where it was at agony. I was like, what the hell's going on here? So what I'd assumed had happened is I'd been flailing about in the night.
Yeah.
And I'd knocked my knee against the corner of the bedside table or something.
Yeah,
and it was just bruised inside. So I was like, right, it must be that. It was fine when we went into Dublin airport. I messed up. I thought I could do... The reason we were flying from Dublin was because we could do pre-immigration. Right? So you remember my paranoia about the ESTA?
Yeah.
I thought, well, at least if something's going to happen, we're in Dublin. Right? It's going to be a catastrophe, but at least we're in Dublin. Turns out, because I'd been cheap as fuck and booked like the long trip, so we were flying Dublin to Heathrow, had a wait in Heathrow, and then Heathrow to Boston. Because we're not flying directly from Dublin, we couldn't do pre-immigration anymore. So we had to do normal immigration.
You may as well just... Oh, for God's sake, so even that was...
that was a nightmare.
Yeah.
So then it was all fine, and then I got on the plane to Boston, and because I'd been sitting there, and you know how you get like the constriction and the... What's it called? The cabin pressure and stuff like that on the plane. When I got up to stand, because I'd been sitting down on the plane for about 3 hours, and see, when I got up to stand, I could barely fucking move my leg. I was like, oh no, what the hell's happened here? And I thought I had that thing. I thought I had a blood clot.
Yeah.
I was like, oh Christ, this pressure's now caused a blood clot.
Blood clot. And Jamaican down there looking for help.
Someone pressed a button and it went, Dr. Congo.
Step out of the way, boy.
He spunked on my knee. So then I was like, oh shit.
You're going to need another coating in 4 hours. Come back to me.
It got progressively worse the whole time.
That's grim, just thinking about it, knowing it.
Because I was like, and then when I was over there, one day it was bad. I woke up and it was really bad.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'd been loading myself with painkillers, and painkillers in America are incredible.
They are, right? They've all codeine and stuff in it. And you can drink as well, and you're like...
Yeah, so I was drinking in every bar we were in.
Yeah.
I wasn't pissed because I was in charge of a child.
Yeah.
I was on these incredibly strong painkillers as well. So I wasn't really feeling it when we were walking about. But then when I woke up in the morning, oh, Jesus Christ, I was feeling it. So I then one day thought, right, I'm going to need to go and see someone about this. And I was like, it's her last full day we have here. I'm not going to ruin his day by sitting for God knows how long in an emergency room in Boston. And also, I don't need the hassle of filling in the forms, paying for whatever God knows it'll cost, then having to claim that back on my insurance when I get back. So all that hassle.
I also would probably lose the leg, rather.
Yeah. So I went down to reception. The reception of our hotel had a great thing where you bought a beer card. So you attached your bank card to a beer card, and you just poured your own pints the whole time. So you scanned it. You scanned every tap. And then just poured your own pints. So I went down and I got a pint of the strongest one they had. It was like 7.5% because it's Boston. It's all craft beers. Tanned like 6 painkillers. Good to go.
Unbelievable. He probably, God knows what you were watching on that pitch.
Incredible. And then, so we had that. And then as soon as I came back, I was like, right, I actually can't walk now. It was when
I've done the damage here, and I've to say leaned into it as well.
We got back on the Monday, and I went to take the kids to school on the Tuesday, got in the car and realised I couldn't actually lift my leg to put on the pedals. I was like, I also now can't get out of the car because I need to lift. I couldn't lift my leg an inch above the ground because I'd kind of sidled my way in and swung my leg over into the car.
Oh, so you can't do it that way.
So now I'm I can't lift my leg over the.
You had to get out of the car shoulders first.
Yeah, like I had to get not even the worst thing, Ryan. The worst thing that happened to the whole holiday, apart from the Morocco game, was one day he's sitting watching the highlights of whatever game has been on the night before. I went in for a shower, right? I fell in the shower, right? Because my leg couldn't take my weight. I'd leaned over to get like shower gel or something, but I'd gone on this leg and there wasn't enough strength in it, and I'd fell in the shower, and I'm on my back like a fucking turtle on its shell, and I had to call him to help me out of the bath, and I was like, this is a red letter day. This relationship
Unbelievable.
has now changed. You've now had to help your dad out of the bath.
Yeah.
It's fucking atrocious.
There is nothing, and sadly, he'll never forget it.
No, he was disgusted.
I had to do it with Eugene.
Oh.
I had to do it with Eugene, but he was hammered.
I'd see that's...
But it was real bad.
Yeah.
Like, I had to drag him over like the patio doors. Like the doors are raised.
Yeah.
And I was like, your ribs and back are fucked. 'Cause I'm just dragging his body over the raised bit and then pulling him up the stairs like a dead body.
Yeah.
And he was like, fuck, I'm in butts, my leg. And I was like, yeah, that was me, actually.
That is worse. But also, I was naked.
Yeah,
so that's an
like,
extra level of, oh, Jesus. I could hear him just going, oh, no, this is...
That's so good.
But anyway.
Do you know, very quickly on that fucking subject, I left Dublin because I got pissed off about how much everything cost and how awkward everything was and how raging I was at basic tasks.
Yeah.
Same I get in London, right? And then every time I go back to do like the crack den or the laughter lounge or the enter or whatever, I'd go in and I'd get off the plane and I'd walk. And I'd also forget that it needs cash.
Yeah.
And I'd walk to that fucking Dublin bus. And the guy's like, 3:30. And I'm like, and I'm like, they still haven't got cards. I've been gone years.
Yeah.
How do you not have cards? It's the only place I've ever been that doesn't have cards. It's embarrassing.
It is mental.
And then 3:30 is such a specific thing. Because
Yeah.
if you go into that shop and go, give me a chewing gum, here's a £5, they'll be like, all right, there's £1 back. And I'm like,
that's not enough.
what? You
Yeah.
have to buy a fucking roast dinner?
They used to do it in Glasgow where it was like exact change, and it's a piss take because no one has that exact change unless
Aye.
you're getting the bus every day.
Exact
and
change,
you know,
3.47.
yeah, it's because they know you're just going to go. Well, all I've got is a £5. So there, you've now made £1.53 off me for nothing.
For absolutely nothing.
Pricks, man.
Bastards, yeah.
Fucking pricks. The only other thing that I found this really funny when I was getting home. We met Kai and Matty and Demas and Natalie out there, right? And then the day we were leaving, we were going to watch, I think, a Spain game, and there was this there's this bar called Beantown. So obviously, me and Matty were in Beantown a lot.
Does all the Mexicans go there?
We kept saying stuff. We flick a bean town, or we going we flick a bean town.
Ultra wee flicking bean down. That's
So
so
we
good.
went in for one last bean town, and then we were meeting them. And Kai was like, "We found this outdoor market that's got a Bloody Mary stand." So I'm like, "Yes,
That's your fucking
yes."
hell heaven.
So went down there, Bloody Mary stand, and a beer called Shark's Blood. Right, so I'm like, this is fucking incredible. Then a busker guy comes on. So the game it's roasting hot, right? It's roasting hot. It's lovely. Drinking Bloody Marys and a shark beer. The telly's got the Spain game on. This guy comes on busking underneath the telly, starts playing Oasis. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? This is like, so because you're out in the sun, you're drinking the sun, we're steadily getting more and more drunk. And then Kai and they were all going to a brewery tour. So I was like, I'm not going to drag him around the brewery tour.
Yeah.
So you guys just go, we'll go and get some food. So we're sitting here finishing our drinks. And then we go to this little Italy place, like an area of Boston, to get pasta and stuff. So we're sitting in there. And then we were picking up our suitcase. We'd left our suitcases in this luggage bit. And it was right next to Beantown. And Seamus went, one more Beantown? And I was like, yes, one more Beantown. The Beantown for another Sam Adams. And then
the Sam Adams is...
and then he left a sticker, like a Scotland sticker, underneath a chair. And he was like, when we come back, I'm going to see if this is still here. So we're sitting there, and it's the most devastated I have ever felt leaving a holiday, leaving a place.
Aye,
like I've always
just...
like I've been gutted leaving stag do's before. I've been gutted leaving music festivals. I've been gutted leaving holidays. This was genuinely devastating, because not to sound like all kind of fucking pathetic about it, it felt like we were part of something bigger in terms of the whole experience of it.
Yeah.
So I'm gutted, and then Seamus turns to me and just goes, I don't want to leave, Dad.
Oh,
Right, so I'm like that. Oh no!
Yeah.
So I'm fucking tears in my eyes, and then I went, "Do you know what? Why are we leaving?" Right, and he went, "What?" And I was,
that's
I went,
right. You remember?
Why are we going home? Right. So I immediately phone everyone I know. Right, I'm phoning fucking BBC presenters. I'm phoning Bradshaw. I'm phoning people I know at the SFA, and I'm going, what is there any chance on earth that you can get us tickets for the Brazil game? Any chance on earth? So Bradshaw's like, right, I'll go and check. Fucking Chris that owns Blackfriars says, right, my business partner thinks he might know somebody to get them. Right, this is all in a haze of being pissed.
Aye.
At one point,
It's so funny.
at one point, a guy I knew at uni has got his drug dealer to check because he might know a guy, right? So he's like, right, I've given him your number. He'll get in touch if he knows a guy, right? So I'm like that. This is fucking happening. So I'm then looking and going, do you know what? The hotel prices aren't that bad, and they weren't. The hotel prices were only like 300 quid for 3 nights. Okay. So I'm like, right. And then I was like looking at the flights, and the flights weren't great. But I was like, well, if we can't get a flight, there's a train. We can get a train. We can get the fucking Greyhound bus. It's only going to take 36 hours. So all this stupid shit that's going on in my head, and then the prices start coming in for the tickets, and it was that kind of euphoric, pissed, I don't actually want to go back to my normal life attitude, where I was genuinely going,
blinded you.
do you know what? $4,000 isn't actually that much for the next 3 days. And I'm looking at it going, if we don't do this, and then if you don't go to university, then if we don't go on our summer holiday this year, then I've got Amy on the phone going, what the fuck why are you asking for Brazil tickets? And I went, I just thought if we could get them, we could go. And she was like, you haven't discussed any of this with me whatsoever.
That's so funny.
And then eventually, I started to sober up and went, right, this is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Let's go home.
Do you remember you put this in the football group we're in?
Yeah.
You were like, I'm looking for Brazil tickets. And the next morning if it was the next morning, did you go home then basically?
Yeah.
You went home, you're like, thank God I didn't do that.
Oh, I would have been so depressed.
Yeah, that would have been.
If I'd have paid $4,000 in total to go and see that game and knowing how that game played out,
Aye.
Jesus H. Christ. I would have, honestly, I'd have gone to see Dr. Congo to ask him to put me out of my misery.
What do you want to do? And he's just fuck me, Dr. Congo.
See that massive cock you've got. Beat me to death with it right now.
Oh, that's so funny. God, Jesus. Good crack though.
Aye.
I'm glad we got half this. We have fuck all to say about Green Street, so I'm glad this is actually football related too.
Yeah.
Because what the thing is, like, I have to go somewhere this weekend. I'm like, we have like an hour here, and I have an hour for That's My Boy, the Patreon episode. If you're listening, but That's My Boy, I've got loads to talk about there.
Yeah, That's My Boy.
All to talk about.
We are not even talking about anything other than that.
Yeah.
What you quite rightly have deemed twice in messages to be a masterpiece.
I can't believe I've never watched this film.
I can't believe neither of us have ever heard of it.
Yeah. I was just like, what? I kept writing it's not about a boy. That's the stupid fucking
Hugh Grant one.
I was like, it's not that. It's Adam Sandler or something. And I was like, oh. Yeah. God.
It is the most. We'll talk about this on the Patreon episode because we've talked a lot about films that we've done so far in terms of like the Apatow ones.
Yeah.
Josh Apatow. What? What's his name?
Judd Apatow.
Judd Apatow. I was calling him Judge there.
I was thinking you were going Josh Whedon.
The
and
Judge
Judd
Apatow films and like the Farrelly Brothers films, we've gone, you couldn't make them now.
Yeah.
Well, and we've talked about it with the In-Betweeners. That's My Boy is the most film I have ever seen where you go, you could never make that now.
No. The only way I can describe it, I was trying to say it to people was... it's like, you know the way I watched Scary Movie 2 recently and I was howling, going like, this is ridiculous and horrible thing. It's actually worse.
Yeah.
It's just actually worse in terms of like some of the stuff, but we'll get into it.
The whole plot, the actual idea behind the plot is enough to make sure it would never ever get made now. It's an insane idea, but fucking so funny.
Join the
it's
Patreon on that one.
unbelievable.
But this is our other one. This is hard to follow up two hooligan films because I can't even complain now about the overall hooligan things because I've already done it last episode.
Yeah.
Right.
We're doing Green Street.
Yeah.
Called Green Street Hooligans.
Yeah.
I always knew it as Green Street.
I only knew it was Green Street 2. I didn't come up and I go, I had to check. Did you have to check it was the same film online? I was like, what's it?
Because I know there's 2 sequels. The sequels are the third's just a completely separate group of characters, and I don't know if even the other 2 are referenced. The sequel to it, Green Street 2, is a follow-on from this film, where you know the guy that's the pilot.
Yeah.
In the GSE.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called? GSE, the Green Street.
I can't remember.
Green Street Enforcers?
GSP?
No, is it not GSE?
Yeah, it might be GSE. Oh, it was the GSE. It was the GSE.
Yeah. He goes to prison because of the big brawl at the end, and the whole film in that is like a Mean Machine type thing.
Okay.
Where the plot is basically they get put in with a shitload of Millwall and Chelsea fans. And there's a load of shit that's happening in there. And then there's some kind... I couldn't believe when I was reading the plot.
That's called the Green Mile.
I couldn't believe when I was reading the plot. There's some kind of initiative that the prison system, where the prisons are so overcrowded, they suddenly need to release 40 prisoners. And to pick the prisoners, they hold a football match.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Like literally that. And so it ends up the West Ham hooligans against the Chelsea or the Millwall hooligans in prison in a football match.
That's so funny. Do you know how we'll stop these guys getting into hooliganism? Right, they've learned it. Of all you, we'll separate you into your football factions, and you'll have a fight. You'll have a football match for freedom.
Yeah,
that'll teach you a lesson on hooliganism.
Yeah.
That's even more. They even put more stakes on it than out. That's like the stupidest thing. They didn't make up an initiative to make the movie work.
Right, the questions I have for you about Green Street.
Yeah.
First of all, the 3 questions I had for you. Right. First of all. What's a better film, Football Factory or Green Street?
Football Factory.
Interesting. I would disagree.
I'll tell you why. My only reasoning between this is I give Football Factory on my letterbox 1.5 stars. I give this 1 star.
Okay.
There is a certain charm. I said there was no charm to it, but there's a certain half belief that Nick Love has been to a football match and Danny Dyer has been to a West Ham match.
Yes.
So there is a level of at least that somewhat authenticity where that happens and you're like, right, this feels like none of them have. Yeah. Charlie Hunman included. Like none of them, I feel like, a couple of the background guys, but
yeah.
No, I hated this. I actually hated this more. This
is interesting. I think Green Street's a better made film.
But yeah,
but only because they had
a
lot better.
A bit more money, is what I would just say.
Yeah, it's a lot less cartoonish.
Yeah,
I think the violence is better in Green Street.
It is actually. Yeah.
I think. Again, I said this at the start of Football Factory. I think the soundtrack's better in Green Street.
Yeah, they had a couple of Stone
largely because they use
the
Stone Roses quite a lot. I think the fashion's better in Football Factory.
Yeah.
I think they wear classier clothes. There's a lot of Burberry in Green Street. Huge amount of Burberry. A lot of trench coat. A lot of hooligans don't wear accessible clothing for what they're planning and doing.
Yeah.
You'd expect a lot more shorts.
Yeah. A wetsuit.
Leisure wear. A wetsuit, yeah. Why is nobody fighting in a wetsuit?
No scratches.
Aye, it would really confuse the others as well.
That guy's in a full West Ham wetsuit. Dean Ashton on the back.
Is that guy wearing a full Victorian diving bell? What? Second question. Which one of the factions, which one of the firms would win in a fight? The Green Street firm or the Football Factory firm?
I feel like the Green Street one would.
I think they're harder.
Yeah, the violence was better and it seemed a bit harder and less, as you said, a little less cartoonish.
Yeah. I would agree. I think they're harder.
Yeah, meeting at the docks.
Yeah,
for a fight.
I think they're fitter.
Yeah, that's what it
than
is,
the rest of them. I think that a huge amount of fat guys in the Football Factory firm.
Yeah,
not many.
The athletic. When they go down, they go down. They're not getting back. So you in the shower all over again?
Yes. Yeah. Right. Okay. We agree with that. Third question. Which is less believable in this film?
Oh,
Charlie Hunman's accent or the fact that Elijah Wood would ever be in a fight?
Charlie Hunman's accent. It's I have got this thing. I really like Charlie Hunman.
So do I.
I actually quite like him, right? But when I start breaking things down, I realize I like him in The Gentleman, right?
He's excellent in The Gentleman.
I was like, I love him in The Gentleman, right? I really do, right? And then I start breaking down and go, right, Sons of Anarchy, only watched a bit of it. He's all right in it, right?
Son of
Shows,
Anarchy's excellent.
right? I've never seen all of it, so like, right.
It's class.
Right. Then I went, right, wait a minute, let me think now. He's in that, the serial killer thing recently where they tried to...
Was it Ed Gain?
Yeah, they
Was
tried
it
to
Ed Gain? It wasn't Bundy, it was Ed Gain, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ed Gein, I'm pretty sure. And it's Ed Gein, yeah, they made Ed Gein incredibly sexy and ripped.
Yes.
And I was like, and he put on a stupid voice, and it was possibly one of the funniest, worst things I've ever seen in my life, right? Then I've seen him in this, which is a genuine 0 out of 5 performance in all accounts. I kind of like him, so I'm watching it liking him, but I'm also going like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
The accent's wrong, everything's wrong.
Just find it, because was he in the 50 Shades of Grey?
No. Well, is he? I don't know. I've never seen it, but I don't think so. There's something else he's in, and he's terrible as well. And I'm like, I think this guy might be actually quite bad at his job, and he's just hot.
Yeah. No, he wasn't. I thought, who the fuck's... Oh, that's...
Dornan?
Dornan.
Yeah.
Why was that?
So I thought you were chatting about like third or fourth character. I've not seen him, but...
I mean, he's not actually made that much.
No, I think it was... What I feel like I'm missing one big thing. Is it a TV show?
So he's big films. So this is like he's kind of... So Green Street, he's in Children of Men, which is an excellent film.
One of the best sci-fis of all time.
Yeah. Pacific Rim, that sci-fi thing.
Yeah, that's actually more enjoyable than it sounds.
He played King Arthur in King Arthur Legend of the Sword.
No. Sword.
Papillon? There's a remake of Papillon?
I didn't watch that. Didn't know he's in it. It's meant to be good.
And then Jungle Land, The Gentleman.
In fairness, there's a couple of films that are big, like that's meant to be well.
Triple Frontier, is that fucking action film with Affleck?
Yeah, it's not great. I was a real letdown. I was really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
It's the one where the whole film is they can't lift the helicopter high enough to go for and I was like, what is this? How stupid are these guys?
A lot more
go
TV.
around.
He was in Biker Grove. Do you remember Biker Grove?
No.
Biker Grove. Biker Grove. Do you know what I mean? You know, I even got that growing up in Ireland.
No.
Biker Grove is like a kid's soap all around a youth centre in Newcastle.
So it was Tracy Beaker for
and
guys?
Biker, the area of the northeast.
Okay.
Do you remember him in Queer as Folk?
No, I never watched that. Don't know what that is.
Queer as Folk was like a landmark, a groundbreaking TV show on Channel 4 in the 90s. Was it 90s? So early 2000s, 99, 2000, about the gay scene.
Okay.
And he's like the young twink.
Okay, I can see that.
Gay guy. And Aidan Gillen.
Like Aidan Gillen,
he's like
another.
I'm pretty sure they fucking it. My overriding memory of that is there is a scene where Aidan Gillen teaches Charlie Hunman how to eat someone's arse.
I've just realised...
It's a huge rimming episode.
I've just realised that that's two guys... Like, Charlie Hunman is the new Aidan Gillen, just a sexier one. A guy that is good in one random role and then the worst you'll ever see in everything else. Like, Aidan Gillen is one of the funniestly terrible actors of all time. Like, I cannot...
Why does he wear the mask?
Is this all part of your master plan? You're like, I cannot believe to this day Christopher Nolan was just like, yeah, we're going to have to do that again, Aidan, because that was fucking shite. I've seen him in Wakewood. He sucked arse. He's awful in everything. He's deeply unenjoyable in the Wire, but he's good at that. I've not seen Game of Thrones. You know, but
he's good in Game of Thrones. He's really good in Game of Thrones.
I've not seen Game of Thrones. I know he's good in that.
Really
and he's really good in The Wire.
He's really good in The Wire.
I think he's really good in The Wire. But Jesus Christ, when he drops a stinker, he drops one.
The accent in the Batman film is truly horrendous. That's the only... In that scene, Because what was it? Because he
can't even hold a gun convincingly.
Because there's the master plan line, and then there's the bit where he's holding the other terrorist out the plane. And what does he say after that?
If I took off that mask, oh no.
No, before he throws him out, he's like, well, he didn't want to talk. Or something like that. And that's the only time I can do a good Bane impression. It's when he goes, maybe he's wondering why you would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane.
Oh, man. I can't believe that internet theory, by the way, of Tom Hardy. Very quick thing. What? So there's a hip hop group called Scarface, right? Starface, sorry, and it's like Inspector Deck from Wu-Tang and two other guys, and it's brilliant. They've been going years, but there are a couple of people. This guy called Frankie Pulitzer kept featuring on a couple of songs, and everybody goes, "That's Tom Hardy." Sounds like Tom Hardy, right? And everybody's like, right. So it went on 2019, I think, was Frenzy in the whatever world or something that name it was. And I was like, it actually does. That's pretty funny. Fucking 1 month ago came out. It was like, oh yeah, Frankie Pulitzer is Tom Hardy. Wow. Tom Hardy's been rapping with Wu-Tang for about 6 years, and he's got the new albums coming out, and he's fucking great. He's genuinely great.
That's incredible. Does he rap in his accent?
He raps. You can.
Does he rap as Bane?
That'll be great. Time to go mobile.
I'm straight out of Compton.
Like it. I can only look. I'll play very quickly. Like, this isn't even. I have one on this. There, Frankie.
Fuck the police.
Right here. You can hear it when you hear. Wait, here he starts. Come on now. This is just Tom Hardy in this one. Right. You can hear it a little bit.
That's Tom Hardy. That's really good. That's incredibly good.
I can't believe it. I was like, when I first heard it, I go, that's so scans. It does sound like Tom Hardy, but it's
that's
obviously
really,
one of those
really
internet
good.
And I'm like, again, but he's got a full album coming out with Starface now, and I'm like, that's going to be unbelievable. The first song they released is great.
That's really, really good.
I was like, what is this guy at? And it makes sense because he used to always talk about Wu-Tang.
Wow.
He was a massive Wu-Tang fan. He clearly just paid his way to get a song, and then they were like, this guy's fucking great.
That's excellent.
Can't believe it. But
I got 99 problems. Batman is one. I can't do any other sentence apart from maybe he's wondering why you would shoot a man or throwing him out for blood. What a lovely voice. See, that shit.
I got. He's like, if I remove that mask, will it be painful for you? Yeah, but
right.
Yeah, this film, Elijah Wood. Didn't even do bad. He's actually paid to do that exact character, so he's done it well. Elijah,
yeah.
Like, he is meant to be an annoying American, doesn't fit. That is actually his job.
Yeah, I can't.
But I can't scan it.
I can't get on board with.
I can't get in,
Frodo fighting.
When he started, yeah, when they were like, it made sense in the first half of the film.
Yeah.
But then when it became one, I was like, this doesn't scan.
I don't understand how he learns to fight so quickly.
Yeah.
He goes from doing a windmill-esque punch in the first fight and luckily catching someone.
I've done that. So
like if you were fighting someone and they slapped you, you'd be so shocked. You'd be like, what the fuck? And then, so he does that. He does the windmill punch, but he goes from that into what is a matter of like a week and a half to suddenly standing toe to toe with these
fucking hooligans,
seasoned hooligans. And you're like, what? He would be fucking destroyed.
They were like, yeah, he was all like 1 week before he was like he was about to get the Chelsea smile.
Yeah.
And he's like, ooh, and I was like, all right, that's Frodo. And then not enough time has passed where that would usually like, right, I'm out of this already. Like that would put anybody out, really. Yeah. Most people, right? So, and then all of a sudden he's just sitting there going like, I'm forever blowing bubbles. And I was like, oh God.
The transformation's way too quick.
Shite.
Like you say, you can't be that stupid. You can't make that many bad life choices to not immediately. The minute someone sticks a credit card in your mouth and takes out a Stanley blade and threatens to slice both sides of your mouth, if you escape that, you take the luck.
Yeah.
You take the break and go, I'm fucking done. I don't care the fact that my life's ruined back in Boston at Harvard.
Yeah, but your life's ruined in I got kicked out of Harvard way, not, my entire family got crushed under a car.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even that doesn't scan as a hardship that would make you like Chelsea smile it.
I'm fairly certain if you get kicked at Harvard, there's a good chance you can still get into some other college.
I reckon going into most buildings in the entire UK and going, I got kicked out of Harvard. And they're like, you've been to Harvard?
Yeah.
Hired.
Yeah.
You take my job, CEO.
As we find out, his dad's pretty much got golden handshakes for him anyway in the journalistic world.
Yeah.
So it's very, very hard to believe. There's a lot of stuff that I don't. There's a lot of stuff that really nitpicky stuff that annoys the fuck out of me. It starts right at the start, right? First of all, I hate the over-reliance in this of using the word soccer. They use it as a joke about 5 different times of the Americans saying soccer. Really annoys me. Do you know what annoyed me from the very start? Is so we find out like Charlie Hunman, and there's a big fight at the start where they get on the tube, and it's clearly they're West Ham, and there's clearly a lot of Spurs fans. And Charlie Hunman in his accent goes, fucking hell, Cobra McGovernor, if I'd have known it was a bar mitzvah, I would have brought my own fucking skull cap. And you're like, what?
yeah.
And then, so there's this massive fight where he like headbutts somebody on top of a phone box. And then the next day, then we find out that Frodo's been kicked out of Harvard. Then he comes to meet quite royalty, actually, I didn't realise on this podcast, Claire Forlani.
Yeah, that's who it is, yeah, Claire Forlani.
She's been in quite a few films we've done.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her because she's obviously the best actor in this, right? But it's quite funny that Claire Forlani is just like, she's like the Michelle Monaghan lower level of, we need a woman, a whiny woman.
Yeah.
A worried woman.
Yeah.
A worried wife.
Yeah. Because I remember when we did, because she's actually quite absolute Kurt's royalty when I looked at them in the films.
And she's done.
So.
It's not Dogma. No, not Dogma. So she wasn't in Dogma, is she?
No, she's not in Dogma.
What the fuck is she in?
So the main one, I was like, oh, she's in Meet Joe Black.
Oh, that's a Jesus, yeah.
So
we've got DJ Quills and Claire Forlani.
So she's also Connery's daughter in The Rock.
Yes.
So she's done. So she's been in 3 films that we've done now.
Okay, well,
which is quite a surprise. And eventually we'll do Mallrats as well. She'll be in that. Don't know if we'll do Police Academy Mission to Moscow, but we might. Because I remember saying to you during the Meet Joe Black,
if we do Police Academy Mission to Moscow, the podcast's gone too far.
Yeah. We've been doing it way too long. Wait, there's no chance we're not doing the first Police Academy.
Yeah, I know
I fucking adore the first Police Academy.
You'll be stunned to find I've never watched a single one.
I remember saying to you during Meet Joe Black that she has this face that looks like she's about to burst into tears at any second.
An angelic, tearful face.
But it works for this film.
Yeah.
Because it generally does look like she knows her life is utter shite.
Yeah. I mean, she had every right to be completely mad. This film again gives off this terrible underlying story. There should be a good story. There is no real redemption. Basically, it's now we've turned this American into an actor, and also don't let an American come into your friendship group. She'll end up getting someone killed. Yeah, that is the actual.
Yeah. See, I don't think she does have a lot to be angry about.
Well, actually, what am I talking about?
I think she causes a lot of the problems.
She did marry, in fairness. What's his name?
Major.
The Major. I was like, the General, the Major.
Yeah.
They're always got fucking shit.
So
the Major. I know him too. And
Mark Warren. He's in a huge amount of
English kind of
BBC dramas that comes through.
Yeah.
It's really good, actually, Mark Warren. The reason I don't think she's got a right to be mad at him when he gets stabbed in the throat with a bottle. Because all he was doing was trying to protect her brother.
Yeah. Absolutely,
Now,
that was ridiculous.
To
But
be
I
fair to
get
her,
that
she
she's.
never actually says that that's what he was doing. So
He couldn't actually tell her because he had a bottle. Well, she didn't believe them. He was like, "I can't there to fucking get out of here."
yeah, she thinks he's gone back to the life.
I love that scene though when he's like, "Oh, so it isn't the major." You know, that's the twist is
Yeah.
he was a part of it, and
Yeah.
it was like they kind of tried to do a. I haven't heard that name in a long time. The major, Dr. Congo.
He seems a bit young to be a major.
He does too.
Like even when he's older, now respected businessman Mark
Yeah,
Warren,
yeah, yeah.
you'd still go. He seems quite young to be called the major.
He looked older in the younger scenes. Because they just put a different haircut, and I go, he looks older there.
Yeah. Try to think of what the main thing you'd know Mark Warren for.
I do know him from. I can't think of what I know him from.
You know Hustle?
No,
He's in Band of Brothers.
that's it.
So is the guy.
Apologies. Band
So
of
is the guy that's the pilot in this.
Yes,
He's in Band
yes,
of Brothers
sorry.
as well.
I love Band of Brothers. I watch it all. I try to go Band of Brothers once a year.
He's also in Wanted. Mark Warren's a fucking absolute cuts Hall of Famer now as well.
There you go. Fuck it.
No, I think you need to be in 3 until
three.
we are.
Yeah.
So we need another one. I don't think we'll do any of his other films ever.
Do you know? Do you know who's nearly in our thing? In if we need 3, is the main Millwall guy. You know?
Tommy Hatcher.
Aye.
Is he?
Well, he's the gangster in the business, isn't he?
So he is.
That's the main actor in the
he's-
horrible. He's the someone order a can.
So he is.
Yeah, that's
So
how
he
he's
is.
back. The
Right.
king. Do you know what?
How's he not in the Football Factory?
Yeah. So when I saw this, then I went, "Why is he not in the other one?"
Yeah.
That's the other Nick Love film.
Yeah.
And they went, "This guy's perfect," and he is again probably the best person in this movie.
Yeah.
Because like he is horrible. He's so typecast.
Yeah.
I reckon he'd be awful in any other role, but
Aye.
he does smash this role.
Yeah.
Of like the other one was too stupid of a. The things like that some are out of account. We weren't actually laughing at his performance.
No.
This was I don't know what his
try-
name is.
I'm trying to see. Well, Nick Lowe. I've put
Nick Lowe. Nick Love. Yeah.
Typed a W instead.
Nick Lowe's really he's trying to come back, isn't he? He's done Marching
Yeah.
Powder with Danny Dyer.
I don't think. Well, we might do Marching Powder at some point.
Yeah.
I thought Nick Love had made Human Traffic
I did too.
because we'll do that.
I would have
eventually.
guessed.
I
That's
would have
great.
guessed that Human Traffic's a
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah, it's a good film.
film. So
I think it's so much less than Nick Love. I already had that on us.
the thing that really annoyed me right after that scene where so he goes to meet Claire Forlani's sister in Trafalgar Square, and he goes, what happened here? Was there a terrorist attack? And you go, what? There was a because there's a phone box smashed. Do you think it was a terrorist attack? Fucking lame. Do you think terrorist attack are here? Like I get Americans have got a bit better than us, but you think this was a terrorist attack? They've gone after one phone box.
You won't believe it. Some Muslim. He's put a bike helmet on and he's ran head first into that headbutt, shouting Allah Akbar.
And then she goes, no, Tottenham were in town last night. And you're like, well, no, they weren't,
They
were
weren't
they?
in town,
because it's their town. They weren't in town. Right? Tottenham weren't in town. And also, this is nowhere near where any of them... What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Tottenham. And here's another... I just don't... I don't get the timeline of when a lot of these people are playing. Like, so, were they just... Were Spurs playing someone else in...
Yeah.
Were they playing Chelsea?
Or something.
And then it just happens the West Ham fans were up the town,
Yeah.
then met them. Because West Ham are then playing again the next day.
Yeah, yeah.
So were they playing on a Friday night against Chelsea
This
in the centre of London?
This is all Hollywood. Someone
don't-
Hollywood. I don't even know. It's probably like an English director, probably. But like at the same time, I'm just like, this is definitely so Hollywood. Nothing really
That's a
makes sense.
huge amount of...
They did the exact same fucking thing too, by the way. They were like the third round draw.
Yeah,
And we got a thing. I'm like, right, so if you're making another hooligan movie, why not just change it up in any way? Like the exact same.
The exact same plotline.
Oh,
They get Millwall and they go, yes!
yeah, yeah.
I've got 3 other plot hole questions
Right.
for you. Right?
I'm just checking if this guy. Shut up. Shut up. Green Street.
Yeah.
Is directed by a woman called Lexi Alexander. She's a German Palestinian. She's a German Palestinian film. Lexi Alexander is a German Palestinian filmmaker and martial artist.
It's incredible.
No wonder she got the violence right.
Absolutely incredible.
Then. That's unbelievable. What else is this? What has she done? Oh my god, this makes perfect sense. It's the exact same feel in a better film. She has done Punisher Warzone.
Oh,
That
with Thomas Jane.
no,
No, is that the initial
that's
Punisher?
the one with the what do you call him? The big guy, Ray Stevenson.
Oh,
the dodgy, violent one. This makes perfect sense.
Is that just called the Punisher, the Thomas Jane one?
Yeah, I think so. Right. This one's so. That's quite funny. So she's a kickboxer, stunt performer, Palestinian, German, martial arts. That's where the violence in both those films are classed. But I was not ready for citizenship American, so that's why all that stuff. I can't believe there was like a 38-year-old martial artist woman that made this film.
It's like you're trying to find a personality for yourself, and you've just been given a hat with a load of titles in it, and going, right, I'm going to be German, Palestinian, a stunt woman, and a martial artist.
This is brilliant. She's obviously a massive Free Palestine. She's got metal bolts and screws in both her knees from her time as a kickboxing champion.
Amazing.
I love this woman. I mean, her films have immediately died out. She did Green Street Hooligans. She did Punisher. Then she did a movie called Lifted, which looks like it's got a kid with a microphone and an American flag.
Amazing.
And then something called Absolute Dominion last year.
Who's in it?
Sci-fi film with Desiree Mia, Patton Oswalt, and a load of martial arts. It's a martial arts film. All right. So anyway, right,
I'll give you 4 bits of trivia now that I found out. Right. So West Ham, were approached by the Palestinian stunt woman because they wanted to shoot scenes at Upton Park. Right. This is when they still played at Upton Park, obviously. West Ham were under the impression that the film was celebrating the glorious game and its football supporters, so they agreed. Once the film was released and they realised the true take on our subject after the film had taken place, they completely disassociated themselves with the project.
Right? What did they think was going to happen? It's called Green Street. Green Street Hooligans.
If it was called Green Street Hooligans at the time, they were going, a wonderful celebration of the beautiful game.
I hope this Lexi that I'm now a big fan of just came in and went, it's called Forever Blowing Bubbles. The movie.
It's about Michael Jackson's pastimes. Who do you think...
that monkey come out of your mouth, Michael. We've got a song going on.
Who do you think they originally wanted to cast for the role of Elijah Wood?
For the role of Elijah Wood's such a funny thing to say, but yeah.
For the role of Frodo. Matt Buckner is his name in it.
That's
so the role the role that Frodo played.
I would. Would it be? Oh God, there's bound to be something. I would have. You know who I would have got? I would have got Michael Cera in there.
Yeah, that's a good shout, isn't it? It's a very similar.
Be Michael Cera in there, but it's even more.
I think it's then the same kind of character. This person makes it a completely different character, and I think a much better film. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh yeah, too good. That's actually perfect.
I think that makes it a great
That's
film.
actually way better.
Yeah.
They should have absolutely. Now when I think of it, that's actually great because he could do both sides.
Yeah.
He'll become believable as the rugged.
Yeah.
When at the start he was just a fucking American. Much better. He's done some dog shit too, but
when Frodo goes to his first West Ham game, we're told they're playing Birmingham. Do you know who they're actually playing?
Who?
Gillingham. It's just Gillingham they're playing. If you look at the names in the back of the shirt, it's just Gillingham.
I tried to spot them and I didn't pause to go back.
I had to go and check to see who they were.
I'm pretty sure Marlon Harewood pulled up.
Yes,
and I was like Marlon Harewood. I remember Marlon Harewood.
But I think Mark Noble's there as well.
Mark, yeah. Mark Noble. I'm surprised isn't in the film. I'm surprised Mark Noble's not the major.
I reckon I've seen this film about 20 times.
Shut up.
Because it's always one of those films. It's like the Football Factory where if it's sitting there or if it's on ITV2 or something again from gigs, I'm watching it, right? And I was always confused at the end. See the last fight scene?
What is she? She did fuck that up. She got him killed by driving in. When I think about it, sorry, I was blaming thing. She got him killed too. She was
That's her fault. That's her fault.
What, the kid?
It's insane. And also, how does she know they're going to fucking Trinity Wharf, waste ground to?
Yeah.
Who does she phone?
Yeah, she doesn't. She's like, I bet you're back down in the fucking docks again.
Aye.
Or wherever. And also, by the way, I don't think a hooligan, just on that subject, I don't think a football hooligan's, they're like, get to her. I'm like, I don't think most of them would. I don't think as much. I think they do have a lot of like.
But it's because Tommy Hatcher's son died. I think that changes it.
Do you think like go up there, fucking rape that woman quick and kick the fuck out of that baby? And I'd be like,
It's
right,
hard.
well,
I mean,
maybe not.
I've always found the end of this disturbing. From
I found it quite funny, to be honest.
from the bit where Tommy Hatcher
Oh my God.
stabs the Major, the coldness of the line of "You die tonight and we're even."
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Jesus
That's a good line. That's a
Christ.
good. I you know, horrible as it is, and it's proper up my street here, but I fucking howled laughing at the old flashback scene where his son died and gets his head stood on. I was fucking shitting myself laughing because they did that, you know, the shaky camera, like no. So it shows you the Major looking like.
Yeah.
Somebody stepped on the wee boy's head. Fucking howling. Obviously, it's his fucking fault that he brought his kid to football. Everything's
the fate of every character in this is massively their own fault.
Yeah.
Nobody's unlucky in this film.
Yeah.
This is so. In that last scene, right, the song that plays over the final battle. Every single time it starts, I assume it's Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits.
Okay.
Do you know Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits?
No, I wouldn't know it. Probably I've seen Dire
You
Straits
would know
live,
it, right?
Yeah.
And I've always gone, and then when it isn't that, I'm like, oh, that sounds unbelievably like Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits, right? So, in the final fight between the GSE and the Millwall firm, Lexi Alexander, Palestinian stunt woman, had originally wanted to have Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits play in the background, but was unable to secure the rights. She then asked Terence J. Terence J plays Patrick Van Holden, the guy that gets Frodo kicked out of Harvard. She asked him to come up with a song that sounded exactly like Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits.
That's even more like for Dire Straits. That's even more honest to just sue them.
It's insane. You basically went, not could you? First of all, the fact that this guy's also a recording artist is incredible.
Lifted like it's cold.
It's like, not even like, listen, I really wanted Dire Straits, but just could you give something with the same kind of feel, that same kind of epicness? But not, I mean,
you're not Dire Straits, you're in a Green Street Hooligans movie, but
she's literally going, can you make a song that sounds exactly like Brothers in Arms by Dire Straits?
Great.
Incredible. Very funny bit talking about, I think, is it Patrick Van Holden? I think it is. Very funny thing. Did you see the scene at the end where Frodo gets his revenge on him?
Aye.
So he's been kicked out because Patrick Van Holden has.
They found coke in his room or something.
Yeah, he's been a massive ching addict.
Yeah,
and they find he's been hiding his coke inside Frodo's stuff, and then there's rumours that one of them's doing it. They turn the room over, find it all in Frodo's stuff. He takes a rap for it. Van Holden, as we find out, I'm assuming he's a senator or something like that, is his dad, so he can't possibly, Van Holden can't possibly get thrown out of Harvard. So Frodo takes a rap for it. And then Frodo at the end goes and does the old classic, I'm going to get you to talk about this, but I'm going to record it on the biggest dictaphone you have ever seen in your life. Really. Where the fuck he hid that?
Yeah. He is a journalist. You should have more access to better facilities.
Yeah.
Because when was this made?
2005, I think.
Yeah, so when I was doing journalism in UCD, it was 2008, 7, 8, 9, and the dictaphones are just the small, thin ones. Like that. It's not like they didn't exist then.
Yeah. This thing's basically the size of the 8-track that the Beatles recorded most of their albums on.
Those big bulbous mic tops that Frank Sinatra were going
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah. So he gets him talking about that and then gets him doing coke in the toilet. The scene before that is Van Holden and all of his pals. So they've obviously now moved into finance, right? They've become basically Patrick Bateman types, right? That are doing acquisitions and mergers and stuff. I don't know if you noticed the line that one of his, before they cheers each other with the champagne, do you know the line that one of them says? He says, "Congratulations, Van Holden, on closing the Epstein account."
sorry, I did. Yes, brilliant. Sorry, fuck, how have I blanked that? Oh, fucking.
The Epstein account.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, aged poorly.
Do you know as well? Do you know it'd be a great ending for this if he just went like that and dictaphoned him, right? But your man's coked up and he's a bigger guy and he just kicked the living fuck out of Elijah Wood. That would be such a funny ending. He's like, yeah, and he smashes the dictaphone and just laying into him, right?
Yeah. Turns out he was part of the Red Sox firm.
Yeah. and him and his fucking knacker mates get him into a van and then ship him off to Epstein Island. Where Elijah
Because
gets.
they've just closed the account.
She shipped him off. Here's a little present, Jeffrey. Fuck this guy to pieces. The end. Green Street Hooligans.
The only other three things I've got are also questions that I was going to ask you if you can explain them. They're massive plot holes, and it annoyed me every single time since I've seen it. First of all, how do two of these guys manage to hold down the hobby and pastime of being in one of the major firms in Britain, but also still work as an airline pilot and a teacher
for kids in school? Yeah, coming in to do PE completely covered in blood most days.
How does that guy turn up to be a pilot on a plane with bruises and shit all over his fucking face?
Unbelievable.
It's insane. Absolutely insane. How, and to take that even further, how does Charlie Hunman's character, how has he passed any CBS check to become a teacher?
Yeah, everybody knows, like the police, everybody knows these people.
Yeah.
Like immediately, any of the thing, they know of them.
It's
They're
mental.
watching them. They're on every watch list.
But he's a teacher.
For kids.
Yeah.
It's not even
He's
like...
and a history teacher.
That's right. I guess. And then he even just goes, just fucking make it up.
Yeah.
Didn't they say that? Elijah just makes it up. They're fucking kids.
And another thing I've never understood.
That's so good if he was making up history to those kids.
Yeah.
He's like, the Holocaust, he was like, well, a bunch of Jews murdered 6 million Germans. Just warping everything.
I've never understood why Tommy Hatcher, if he blames Mark Warren, the Major, for killing his son, why has he never gone after him before?
Yeah,
He knows where he lives. He knows the job he does now. He knows all about his wife.
Yeah.
Right? Why is he waiting?
It's not like he's in a different city. He's just there.
It's almost like he can't cross. It's almost like he has to be given permission to cross boundaries, to cross enemy lines.
Yeah. He's like, he goes, if that guy's wearing a suit, I'm not stabbing him in the throat with a bottle.
It's weird. I've never understood. Why not just attack him on his way to work one day?
Why also would you be one of those bars that gets destroyed all the time? I'm watching that guy in behind the bar. I'm like, why are you here? Why are you not closing this business down?
Exactly.
You're losing thousands. Like, there's not much. You're that much of a fan that
Nobody
you're like.
ever really seems to pay for drinks either.
It's like, my life is ruined. He's behind that, like he's homeless.
It's incredible.
He sleeps in that bar.
It's absolutely wonderful.
With broken glasses alone, he's lost 4 million a year. Never mind the times when they come in and wreck everything and burn the place down, and have the police coming in, have to shut it down because someone's got stabbed in the throat with a bottle.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
it's so funny. That's all I've got to say about this film.
I'm done too. We have to go on to the other one, anyway. Where we've a thing. Yeah, I hated it.
I think I've got a lot of time for this and the football factory, and I will watch them again.
I hated both of them, and I don't think I'll ever watch them again. Like they're garbage. Next film though, I'm going to watch tonight again.
We're going to be doing the Adam Sandler film that none of us had ever even heard of, but we are delighted that we've now seen it, called That's My Boy, for our Patreon. Next week we're back to normal. Yeah. Right? And it's my choice, so you'll be delighted about this. Mm-hmm. It's already kind of been mentioned already in this episode. Next week we're doing Scary Movie.
Oh, good. Fucking fantastic. Yeah, because the new one's out and everything. Yeah. God.
So we're going to do Scary Movie next week. So I'm really looking forward to watching it again.
That's perfect.
But apart from that, keep enjoying the World Cup. And remember, if you are, I'll keep resting up this knee, and I hope you're all feeling well. And if you're not feeling well, then you know what to do. Dr. Kong! Congo!